Jim and Dudley, we're going to go on ahead and try another type of fishing here. We're going to use the Lure Jensen side planer and their hot shot plug. It's a real effective way to get fish on the Deschuttes River here.
That works great on fish, but it's sometimes hard to cast them.
Right, and that's the thing, is that with the side planer, it allows you to take this diving plug, okay, out towards the center of the river, and then we'll rig it up a certain way to where it'll stay out there, and you'll slowly just work it right on down into the fish, okay? So the fish are going to be sitting there with their heads upstream like that, and we'll just back this right down into them.
So you don't have to necessarily just cast and retrieve. You can just position yourself almost like a drift boat and just walk down the bank and walk the plug to where the fish are. Correct,
and that's the nice thing about the side planer is that once it's out there, you can just slowly back it on down like you were fishing from the boat. And on the Deschuttes River, we're not allowed to. So this is a very effective way to catch fish.
What happens when you get a fish on?
Well, the way that it'll be rigged up, when the fish pulls really hard, then Jim's going to pull back to set the hook, and this will trip. Okay, and then this will slide up and down the line.
So you have a lot less drag than you have while you're fishing it.
Right. So as Jim's reeling up on it, the line will actually pull through it, and he'll be able to reel it up. It'll be knotted right here where the leader is, but we'll get the fish before then.
So that lets you have enough line out so that the plug can be on the bottom where the steelhead are, but the side planer's up on the surface. And yet, when you hook the fish, you can still reel it up without having a bunch of slack.
That's right, right. So yeah, there's going to be about 30 feet of line or so between the side planer and the plug, and we'll see what happens. So let me show you how I'm going to rig this up here. So I'll take this, hold it right here, and I'm going to pull off about 30 feet. So you need to open the bail.
Give you some line here.
Okay.
Have you done this before, Jim?
No, actually,
yeah, I never have
new
either.
To me.
No, I've never done this either. This is a learning experience.
So what I'm going to do is we got the side planer, and the neat thing about it is depending on what side of the river you're on, all you have to do is take the arm and the rudder off, and then you can put it on the other side.
Oh, that's okay. So you don't have to buy two of them.
No, it works. You just get the one, and whatever way you want to go, it'll work for you. So we're gonna be the river's going to the right, and so the side or the rudder's going to be out there opposite of us. Okay. So I'll take this. You pull the metal arm down. It's going to face you. You pull the line from the center, and you wrap it around this little top up here about 4 times, and you keep everything tight. Place it in the water, and try not to allow any slack between there and your rod tip. So that was good. Okay. So slowly we're going to let this out, and if you can lift your rod up a little bit, it'll help the rudder catch the water. And you can see that going out there.
Go out there.
Hey, it's swimming.
Right. And what I'm doing is I'm just clearing the line right here to make sure it doesn't hang up on any rocks or grass that's in the river. I've got the hot shot right here, okay? And this is actually a really good color, this gold with the orange tail. Yeah,
Those dig great.
Yeah, and I do real well on this color combination here. So I'm going to toss that out there. It's going to go down, and in a moment it'll swing out and it'll be right behind the side planer there.
And I can just hold on until a fish hits and then set. That little trigger arm will snap.
That's right.
And we can start reeling.
Yeah, and you always want to keep the line tight. So when one grabs it, you set back on it, and a lot of times it'll pull line off the drag, or sometimes they run right at you. A lot of times they'll swim over to the side. You just keep the line tight and fish on.
You know, I've heard about these. Some of the fishermen call them a poor man's drift boat.
Yeah.
Because you can actually fish just like you otherwise would with a drift boat.
Right, and the thing is that you're out there, you're fishing all the time. You're not casting and retrieving. That hot shot's down there just working at them all the time.
And depending on how much line you let out, you could fish close to the bank or further out.
Right.
And then you just walk down the bank to position the fish.
Right. Yep. No, this is a great area here because those fish will hold up and you're going to back right down to them. So.
That's a great idea. Let's see if we can get
one. Well, go ahead, Jim, and catch a fish.
Now, those aren't some secret thing either. You can get those at just about any sporting goods store.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, they're all over the place. And actually, they use them back in the Midwest and Great Lakes. They use
what they call planing boards, and they're like that, only they're 10 times bigger, and they take 3 or 4 lines out the side of a boat that's trolling.
That's right. Like if you're using them in the lake, guys will take them and then they'll troll them, and it helps spread your lures out. And so there's a lot of different uses for them, but they're very effective.
This is the first time I've ever tried to use side planers, and looks like it's going to be a real effective way to fish. So from where my lure's fishing right now, there's no other way I could fish that way on the Deschuttes. It would be impossible. Anything else I throw out there is going to be swinging rapidly around until it's quartering down below me. This is just hanging there, and it's going to give those fish a good look at that lure. I think it's going to be a dynamite way to catch a fish. Well, they're in a better place to be than standing in your knees in the Deschuttes River, that's for sure. There might be some place in South America that's just about as good, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh man, did he hit?
I bet, yeah, you saw him jump out there?
Yeah, that was great.
Okay, so I'm gonna see what we got here. Ooh, that's a nice fish there, boy. Oop.
Going the other direction.
So he'll probably come in and then he's gonna want to take off again. So just be prepared for that other run. Nice fish, Dudley.
Yeah, it's pretty. Got him hog-tied here, I think.
That's all right.
Looks like he's wrapped around and the hook's back in this.
It's probably about a 7-pounder. Yeah, it's a wild fish.
Wild fish.
Uh-huh.
Let me see what you caught. Oh,
I got him.
he's wanting to go. I'll get
Okay.
this so it doesn't hit you in the head.
All right, I'm okay. Go ahead and come on down. See this?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Watch the hooks there, Brad.
I'm okay.
Okay. Ah. Let me touch him. I always like
Yeah?
to touch him. Oh, boy. Isn't he pretty? Isn't she pretty?
Okay.
It's off. One's off. The other one
That's
went
okay. That's okay.
in. The other one went in.
Okay. You want to unhook him? And I can unhook him if...
Oh, go ahead, because that
All right.
Doesn't that red look pretty against that thing? Yeah. Oh, I got a hook in his belly now. That's a bummer. Okay.
Now just set the lines on him there.
Okay. Sharp hooks. Now it's around his fin.
Okay, just a second. Okay, just set.
I got the lure of your.
You got it?
line.
Well, I was gonna, his line's all. So,
No.
Oh, there. It's on that one fin.
Yeah.
Okay,
There
good.
we go. Good. Okay.
It's a nice fish you got there.
That's pretty.
Yeah. So it's been out in the ocean maybe 2 years for the size that he is. Jim Martin, our biologist, would know.
Oh yeah, you got a nice 2-salt wild female. Look at the little blunt nose, mint bright.
This is the key right here, though,
Yeah,
huh?
the adipose fin.
Yeah, that's
The hatchery fish that'd be gone and healed over.
Now, didn't they used to clip some of the other fins on them?
They did, but you don't want to do that if you can help it because they need those fins for maneuvering.
But
so this is a fin they don't use for maneuvering. So we've settled on that
Now,
one.
doesn't
for the
Idaho
main-
do something different, though? So you
No.
kill Idaho fish, don't they do
No.
a maxillary or something?
No.
Nothing, huh? Just the adipose.
Well, they will clip occasionally other fins for secondary marks, like a hatchery evaluation or something like that. But to identify a hatchery fish, this is a universal mark right here.
So yeah, it's
Wonderful.
a nice fish.
Looks
Probably
like it's recovered well.
7 pounds or
that's
so.
what I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let her go.
Beautiful fish.
Thank you,
All
Mrs.
right.
Steelhead. Oh, yeah.
I think Lee Wolf.
Right
said
on.
Lee Wolf said one time,
Thank you, sir.
Yes, let me
trout
get
is
this.
too valuable to be caught only once.
That's right. Good job. Yeah, you did good on that one.
Nice
Nice
Okay.
job, guys.
Cool.
Way to go, partner.
Let's see if we can get some more.
Good.